What's going on, folks? Coming to you for the live stream after the game. Crazy game, blood pressure inducing game. Crazy. Got the post game on right now, so I'm rubbernecking that. But definitely wanted to get my thoughts down and stream live right after the game. Um, that was another 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 game where I need to go and get some more blood pressure medicine because that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. So, who is Hurts is a beast. I'm getting a look reading all my text messages, bro. We did kind of look bad. I got a message from Barrett Brooks early in the game. Yeah, we did look bad. Um, and my cousin from Cincinnati, she just texted me said, my cousin Tiffany said Hurts is a beast. In fact, he is. But um, we gotta stop with these turnovers, man. We gotta stop with these turnovers. Let me get a little bit extra light here. We we can't operate in a situation like that, operating from behind, and we don't have to. They scored 14 points off of turnovers, right? And just giving them points, and we had another deflection. That to me, the deflections. That's just a good. That's film studies. What that is, because they deflected another screen pass. Linebacker was it the linebacker or the defensive end? Whoever they were in the right spot. It looked like they knew what play was coming, and he was right in the line of sight for Jalen and got his hands on the ball. All you got to do is get your hands on the ball, tip it, deflection, anything can happen. That's exactly what happened. So that's like the third time this year that we've given up a pick on a deflection on a screenplay. So they are in the playbook. We need to change that up a little bit. Shouldn't take very long, but we got to do something with that because we still turning the ball over. And they get 14 points off of turnovers. So if they don't get those 14 points, this game looks totally different. But they did. You got to get the guys on the other side of the ball credit too. They get paid too. So they were doing what they've been doing. Buffalo is not a bad team. They went through some rough times and they've been taking their lumps, but Buffalo is not a bad team by no stretch of the imagination. So, um, you know, it is what it is. We got to be better at it. The closer you get to the playoffs, the less room you have. The margin for error is just smaller and smaller. So we have got to do much better than that. We got to figure out a way to be better than that. So it is imperative that we get this together. So see something real quick. Am I? Oh, but we got some work to do. I'm gonna hit the stats in a minute. Um, see something real quick. Looking at. There we go. It's kind of crazy, man. We gotta be better at what we're trying to do. We have to be. So I don't understand. Um, the play calling was suspect at times, and again, I don't want to get in that conversation too much because you nitpicking. Plain and simple, you nitpicking, and we won the game. So it's like, what else do you want? You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the bubble screen. Um, let me look at my notes. That's why I take notes during the game, so because you never know what's gonna happen. We had some we at some point, couple points in that first half, we did look god awful, and I don't want to. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? Um, the first series we go incomplete, incomplete, three incompletes in a row. Um, and the first play of the game, Driscoll gets beat. Right now, looking at the game in total, Driscoll didn't play a bad game. He played pretty good. Because other than that first play, you really didn't hear his name too much. So Driscoll played solid. And we'll go back and look at more tape about that and figure it out. But Driscoll earned his money. But our first series, 3 incompletes in a row. The second 2, no short to mid passes at all. Jalen's rolling out and getting out of there. A couple times he could have stayed in the pocket a little bit longer, but it is what it is. He has to go with what he thinks about and what he sees. So I'm okay with that. But it wasn't very good at all, man. And I'm looking at the NFL.com thing. So in the first quarter, so here are all of our drives, right? The whole game. Punt, then we scored. We went punt, touchdown, interception, punt, fumble into half. Punt, touchdown, punt, field goal, and touchdown in overtime to win. So if we can just clean up that first half, man. I don't understand why our first halves, like the way we were running the ball, don't get it twisted. We could have run the ball like that in the first half. I don't know why we don't. They finally got some plays to get DeAndre Swift outside. And then when it comes to critical time, we want to run in between the tackles again. And then the one time he tried to bounce it outside, but it was too late because he had to give up too much ground to try to get around that defensive end. And it just didn't work. So we got to be better at that, man. We got to be much better at that. So Jason Kelsey, 2 false starts in a row, like different things like that, man, that we have got to be better at. So when I go back and watch film, I'm going to go back and look at that that first drive. We had a 14-play drive, 66 yards. We used up 5 minutes, 31 seconds, and we scored on that, right? And when you look at that drive, let's see what we got. We got, which way are we going? Okay, so here is that drive. Here's the first drive that we scored on. We had a 5-yard penalty on Landon Dickerson, false start. And we had a 3-yard run, 14-yard pass to Devontae Smith, 3-yard run. We gave up a sack, 5-yard penalty, and then a 1-yard run, 5-yard pass, 3-yard run, another 5-yard penalty. This was on Buffalo. 16-yard run by Hurts. 25-yard run by Kenny Gainwell had a great run on that one. And then we scored. Jalen Hurts goes up the middle. The brotherly shove. So, good mix of pass and run. Penalties. Landon Dickerson had the one penalty. And then what was the other one? Yeah, that's the 5-yard penalty was on Buffalo. So yeah, that was pretty much evened out. And then we got that deflection on the interception that next drive, and just we stalled ourselves out. I don't understand. Every time in the middle of the game, it seems we'll run that slant to AJ Brown, and it'll hit. That'll be the one he's coming across the middle. He always catches it with his hands out here, right? They ran that later in the game, and that was close to being a fumble. But that's to me, that's what I consider a money play. More times than not, when we run that play, they can't stop it. So when it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, anything between like 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 7 or 8, that's a play that we should be able to run. 3rd and 5, that should be automatic. But we do weird stuff, man, and like some of the plays, I don't know if Jalen's checking out of. I wish we could get, when we get to watch the feed, I wish we could get the audio so you can really hear what's going on the field and how much he audibles and how much he changes the play, because that has a lot to do with it, because some of the gripes that we give into Brian Johnson isn't on Brian Johnson. That's on Jalen getting out there and seeing something and thinking he has access to a play that may or may not work. So I don't know. But we got it together, and then we got second half. Obviously, we turned it around, but We can't give up them 14 points, man. You take 14 points off the board, it should be 34-20. That should have been the score of this game, 34-20. But you can't give up 14 points off of turnovers. We got to stop turning the ball over. The one that was a deflection, okay, but it still counts as a turnover. That fumble was inexcusable. Inexcusable. Why are we trying to run the ball or run some option like no, just hand the ball off. Sometimes I think we make it too complicated. We were running the ball well. Run the ball. Do a quick pitch. We ain't trying to hide nothing. We had success at it. Let's keep it going. But sometimes it seems like we try to get too cute, and again, the margin for error is very, very slim because the time on the clock, they got the momentum. We trying to run the clock out and stay on the. I believe that that fumble was just after that turnover we got. Bradbury finally gets a pick, and we get the ball right back. So we got to be better than that, man. We got to be much better than that. So it is what it is. We got the win, and can't wait to look at the film and check out the tape because we got a lot of stuff. Again, we got a lot of stuff to clean up. What was the stats for the end of the night? Let me see what we're looking at here. The individual stats. Josh Allen went off. He was running 81 yards rushing for Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts had 65, so that's not bad. So, and he got sacked a couple times. So, Jalen Hurts had a good day running the ball. Swift had 14 for 80. Cook had 16 for 43, but Josh Allen was their leading rusher. Josh Allen was 15. Good grief, 29 of 51 for 339. Jalen Hurts was 18 for 31 for 200 even. So, passer rating 96.2 and 82.1. So, Jalen came on in that second half. At one point, he was 3 for 3 with 3 touchdowns. So that was huge. That one pick, man, we just them turnovers. We got to stop fumbling the ball, putting the ball in. It kills me that it's on handoffs. Giving points away. Devontae Smith had a good game, 106 yards receiving. A.J. Brown, 37 yards, even though he had 9 targets, 5 receptions. D. Smith had 7 for 8. That's an efficient game. So that play from Oz, oh my God. That play from Olamide Zaccheaus that Jalen just bought time and hit him in the back of the end zone. That was incredible. Incredible throw, incredible catch, knowing where you want to be, and we got the dub. We bitching and moaning, but at the end of the day, we got another win. I do wish we could just be dominant, but if we keep turning them balls over, keep fumbling the ball, and getting them damn deflections, it's going to be like that. The margin of error is thin. We coming up against San Francisco. That defense is nice. Well, them boys going to be ready to go because now we got to hear all of the stuff about a revenge game. This is the revenge game for the 49ers. So, and they got a 5-headed monster. They got a 5-headed monster out there. They got Debo, CMC, Brandon Ayuk, Kittles, and Brock Purdy is slinging that ball everywhere. And he can run a little bit. So best believe that they're going to watch this tape and they're going to get some ideas from Josh Allen running that ball. So we got to be able to get to the quarterback and disrupt Brock Purdy. Hopefully he has some PTSD from when we played him last year. But the way that dude is playing, he's got everybody healthy, and we had more injuries. So that makes it even doubly tough. Fletcher Cox is out. I hope Jordan Davis was just tired and when he came out the game. Zach Cunningham, I believe he's hurt. So we banged up again. So it's always something. So we got to figure out a way to get it together. Piecemeal it up. I'm hoping Howie's going to call Shaq Leonard and get somebody in his sign because we need help at linebacker again because it looks like it's going to be Nick Moreau, Christian Ellis, and hopefully we can get Shaq Leonard to get him in there and get some snaps. So, but we need it. We need some people in here to play, man. Oof, these injuries this year have been ruthless, ruthless. So it was a crazy game. Glad we got the win. We gutted this one out. We keep finding ways to win. Sometimes we make it more difficult on ourselves than anything else, or that anything that other players are doing. It's kind of good that you can still say we haven't played our best game, but I want to stop saying that. I'm tired of saying that because when you get to the playoffs, that ain't gonna cut it. You have to have your best game. You have to, or you're gonna be watching. You get promoted to fan in a weekend. So we got to be on top of our game the closer we get to the playoffs. Hopefully we can get some people back. I didn't hear anything about Fletcher Cox, so I don't know what his deal is, but it looks like he got a growing pull. Cunningham had a growing pull. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Ain't nothing you can do about injuries. Nothing, especially when you injure a groin. Ugh, it's just bad. So we got to heal up again, but we got the dub. We got the dub. We got the dub against a tough team. And we got to be better next week. Say it again, because San Francisco ain't playing. Them boys are not playing. So, what is looking for my little schedule? I want to see who we got next week. We got San Fran next week, but I believe San Fran comes here. I believe, right? Give me 1 second. Let me check this schedule. Let's see, Eagles schedule. Yep. Oh, hey, what's up, Cody K? I didn't even see your tweet down there. My bad, dude. I appreciate you joining in, man. Um, yeah, the 49ers come here next week, 4:30, same time. So we got to be ready to play. Yeah. If you still in, Shaq, I'm definitely with you, bro. They got to be much better in the first half. We got to have 2 halves of solid football, right? We can't mess around, or the 49ers are going to smack us. So, but they know that. Eagles know that. They know what's coming. And we got them at home. So hopefully the weather will be in our favor. I hope we can have another game just like this one. Raining, cold, a little bit wind, just dreary outside. I hope we had the same type of weather because West Coast teams are not ready for that. They playing in that nice sunny weather, 60 degrees. They're not ready for the cold and all of that kind of stuff. Cody, my Thanksgiving was awesome, dude. Thanks for asking. Yeah, loud. The turnovers are killing us, bro. Turnovers are killing us. I don't know what to say about it. So, amen to that, brother. I don't know why we start putting the ball on the ground like we are doing. And it's always on a miscommunication. At least it wasn't on the goal line this time. But still, if we don't turn the ball over and they don't get 14 points off of turnovers, let's say they scored only once, not twice. You know what I'm saying? Let's say we at least get 3 points out of one of those possessions. Things like that change the course of the game very, very quickly. Very quickly, man. So I'm with you, bro. We do not need any more turnovers. I do not need any more heart palpitations from these people. Good game. I ain't even got on the Sunday night game yet. I don't even want to watch it yet. I'm still hyped up about the Eagles. So I do want to hear about Cox. I want to see what's going on with him. Nick Sirianni's up with his kid. I do like that hoodie that Sirianni got on though. But yeah, man, turnovers. So we got the Eagles, we got the 49ers, 49ers, Cowboys, and the Seahawks. And then we got to play the Giants. So, oh my gosh. This was crazy, man. This was crazy. So I'm gonna get out of here. Just wanted to live stream to get my thoughts down. A lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff. So, do me a favor, you guys check out my video, Cody and Lyle. Lyle, do I think we can get Leonard? Absolutely. Absolutely. If anybody can make that happen, Howie can make that happen. Plus, with the Eagles being in the situation that they're in right now, you got to remember the Eagles are a destination team right now. And what that means is guys like Shaq Leonard, or even look at last year, Ndamukong Suh, Linval Joseph, guys like that want to come to Philadelphia because they know Philadelphia is going to the playoffs. By us winning this game, we have our playoff spot. Now, we haven't won the conference yet, so we don't have home field advantage yet, but we are in the playoffs regardless of what happens going forward. So we are assured, we are guaranteed in there with this victory. So that's one less thing to worry about. And back to Shaq, we're in a situation where guys want to come here because they want to play in the postseason. Everybody wants an opportunity to play for that ring. So yes, I think Howie can get Shaq Leonard. It's really all about if Shaq Leonard wants to play here. The only other, of course, you hear the rumors about Dallas trying to get him and all that kind of stuff, but it's all about where he wants to go. Because ultimately, it's up to him. Because somebody like that, defensive rookie of the year, he had the back injuries. He wasn't getting many snaps. And Indianapolis just let him walk. So, I don't know. I hope he can get Shaq because I think he's got some gas left in the tank. And if he comes here, he's going to be playing. He's going to be playing. We too thin at linebacker right now. So he would definitely come in and get some snaps. So we'll have to see what's happening, man. So we got to be better next week. Lyle, you 100%, bro. Got to be better next week. And we're going to see what's going to happen. All right. I'm going to get up on that here so I can watch this game. Keep watching all the post-game stuff. But what I was saying was, check out my channel. I just put out a video about who's the best quarterback. Who's the, and is it Hurts? Is it Josh Allen? Is it Purdy? Is it Dak? Who is it? And the crux of the video is, the answer to that question is yes. Whoever you think the best quarterback is, yes. That's the answer. People in Dallas think it's Dak. Yeah, it's Dak. People in Philly think it's Jalen. Yeah, it's Jalen. People in Buffalo think it's Josh. Yeah, it's Josh. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Today, who had the better quarterback? The same thing that happened when we played Dallas. The same thing that happened when we played KC. If you want to say Dak was a better quarterback, if you want to say Mahomes was the better quarterback, okay. But our quarterback did what he had to do to win. They may have had better stats, but our quarterback came through when he had to. When he had to. And it happened again. Josh Allen couldn't convert. He couldn't make it happen. Jalen Hurts made it happen when he had to and got the victory. So, for me, when I said this in the video, I'm a former player. I don't care about rankings. I don't care about what they say on ESPN or First Take or Colin Cowherd or Skip Bayless. I don't care about none of that stuff. Unk and Ocho. It don't matter to me. The opinions don't matter. The only thing that matters is when Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts lined up against each other, Jalen Hurts got the victory for his team. We went down in overtime, and he drove down the field and scored, and we won the game. That's the only thing that matters. Josh Allen played a great game. Nothing against Josh. He gets paid too. He's a top-tier quarterback. You want to call him elite? Go ahead. But all I know is when he came to Philadelphia, he left with an L. When we went to Arrowhead, Mahomes left with an L. I'm still pissed off that we lost to frickin' New York Jets. We are one bad quarter away from being undefeated. But I digress. We're 10-1. We just beat Buffalo. Now we got San Francisco. This will be the toughest game. This will be the toughest game, especially when we got more injuries to deal with. Especially dealing with the fact that it's Lane Johnson playing next week. So props to Driscoll. He held it down, but we need Lane Johnson back. So we're going to have to be ready. And Brian Johnson can't be calling no BS in the first half. We can't fall behind by 17 points. We can't do that again. Can't be behind by 10 again in the first half. That ain't going to work. These boys got weapons. These boys got a quarterback. These boys got a defense. So we better be ready to play. So, all right, Cody. All right, Lyle. I appreciate y'all joining me, man. I'm going to get up out of here. And I'll probably have a recap of this sometime tomorrow morning on my YouTube channel. So